let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Illinois head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside.
Might have a chance. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Illinois lining up quickly.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The run inside. It's Valentine. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Illinois!
What a luxury for an offense. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Duke's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Blue Devils are flying down the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They bring him down, but once again, this offense moves the chains on 4th down to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Come to the line at the 4. Facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Nice job by this offense on 3rd down. And when you get these sudden changes, and you probably hear us talk about that up here in the booth a lot, when you get that turnover, like how aggressive do you want to be? You want to punch it in. You want to take advantage of it when you flip the field and get that great field position. That was a big 3rd down for this offense.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Valentine. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, 1st down here. The inside handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Illinois right back to the line. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And when we're talking Duke offense this year, it's going to start and end with Shepard at running back because this offense lost a lot of pieces. They lost their quarterback. They lost their best receiver, both to Miami. But Shepard stays, and so the identity for Manny Diaz, David, is going to be running the football and getting that established early this season.
And Shepard showed you, man. He showed you some really big flashes. And the running game went to a different level when they started to feature him more.
Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Valentine. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Illinois lining up quickly. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Finding some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Handoff from the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the... It's a fumble! Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Barrels ahead. And he's in. Touchdown Illini.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the catch. It's Nicholas.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Pulls it in, it's Clement. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To throw, it's Hauser. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Valentine. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Just drives in between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB. They'll
go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the ground, it's Valentine. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They'll go to the counter play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hauser. Finds his big tight end. Tackled there by the defense. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Off play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's scrap. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Illinois! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the gun. Give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Breaks the tackle. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Makes the grab and room to run. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finding an escape route.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And they swarm him under. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. The Blue Devils are in the hurry up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long. Great job.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Turns it loose. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's got it inside the 30. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Duke. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run it, trying to drain time. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got his man to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Here's the pressure. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use the timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Snowed under by the defense. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
That's exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through